Human existence unfolds through singular trajectories that challenge the conventional frameworks of our collective understanding. This analytical panorama highlights 10 female personalities whose exceptional life journeys illustrate individual resilience and audacity. Number 10. Nicolette. Adaptive excellence and digital influence. Nicolette, a resident of Philadelphia, embodies a masterful demonstration of the plasticity of the human spirit when faced with major physiological limitations. Afflicted with osteogenesis imperfecta, a rare congenital pathology that hindered the development of her upper limbs from birth, she had to navigate a social environment initially marked by skepticism and adversity. Refusing to submit to a restrictive biological determinism, she undertook a complex self-taught learning process to convert her lower limbs into instruments of surgical precision. This transformation is not limited to managing daily necessities. It has extended to a sophisticated artistic mastery in the field of cosmetics. By documenting her ability to create elaborate makeup looks with her feet on digital platforms, Nicolette has not only acquired a global influence on YouTube, but has also redefined the paradigms of beauty and autonomy. Her professional journey testifies to an individual's capacity to transform a structural difference into a vector for inspiration and social innovation, proving that willpower can compensate for even the most manifest physical absences. Number 9. Lisa Brown. Dignity and advocacy in the face of digestive pathology. Lisa Brown's story offers a poignant perspective on psychological resilience in the face of the unpredictable fragility of human health. Initially recognized for her modeling career, where her image embodied conventional aesthetic standards, she made an altruistic professional pivot by becoming an addiction counselor. However, her trajectory was brutally diverted by the appearance of an extremely rare digestive disorder, preventing nutritional absorption, leading to a radical physical metamorphosis and uncontrollable weight loss. Rather than isolating herself in suffering, Lisa chose to use her visibility to bring the complex realities of orphan diseases to public attention. Her daily battle against physiological degradation became a platform for medical education and human solidarity. Through her perseverance, she illustrates how strength of character can remain intact even when the physical body undergoes severe pathological assaults, offering a lesson in courage that transcends physical appearance and underscores the importance of community support in managing chronic and rare diseases. Number 8. Alena Kravchenko. Aesthetic perseverance as an identity marker. Alena Kravchenko, an iconic figure originally from Russia, illustrates how a personal decision, maintained with iron discipline over more than 3 decades, can become a global cultural phenomenon. By choosing to no longer alter the natural growth of her hair, she engaged in a quest to preserve a certain form of traditional femininity and an organic connection with her own body. What began as an intimate lifestyle choice transformed into an exploit of patience, resulting in hair of exceptional length and density, maintained exclusively by natural methods. This refusal of ephemeral fashion cycles has paradoxically made her an icon of the mature modeling industry, proving that temporal constancy possesses a powerful aesthetic value. Her influence on social media and in classic fashion media highlights a shift in societal perception. Beauty no longer resides solely in conformity to current standards, but in the celebration of a singularity cultivated over the long term. Alena demonstrates that respect for natural growth processes can engender a form of timeless aesthetic nobility. Number 7. Safina Namukwaya. Redefining the biological limits of motherhood. Safina Namukwaya's experience in Uganda represents a historical and ethical turning point in the field of human reproduction and contemporary medical science. After spending the majority of her existence hoping for an elusive motherhood, she made the bold decision to resort to assisted reproductive technologies at the age of 70. Her successful delivery of twins in November 2023 not only sent shockwaves through the global medical community, but also triggered a vast debate on the boundaries of bioethics and individual rights. Beyond the controversies, her journey symbolizes extraordinary emotional resilience and an unshakable faith in scientific progress as a tool for personal fulfillment. By becoming the oldest mother on the African continent, she transformed a deep personal desire into a symbol of hope for many women facing infertility. Her trajectory invites us to reconsider our prejudices about age and parenthood, while highlighting the power of human desire in the face of temporal and social barriers once thought insurmountable. Number 6. Kim Chisevsky. Athletic sovereignty lies in her ability to manage the post-sport transition. Aware of the extreme demands imposed on her body, she knew how to retire at the zenith of her glory, to devote herself to a more holistic life balance, centered on family and sustainable well-being. Today, her role as a mentor and sports ambassador demonstrates that true success is not measured solely by accumulated trophies, but by the wisdom necessary to preserve one's physical and mental integrity after reaching the heights of athletic demand. She remains a reference for all those who aspire to professional excellence without sacrificing their overall health. Number 5. Tatiana McFadden. Paralympic resilience and socio-political engagement. The destiny of Tatiana McFadden is one of the most vibrant testimonies to the ability of an individual to rewrite their personal story from tragic initial circumstances. Born with a congenital spinal malformation in post-Soviet Russia, she survived in an institutional environment devoid of resources before being adopted by an American family who believed in her potential. The discovery of high-level sports acted as a catalyst, transforming her physical limitations into a phenomenal driving force. Her multiple Paralympic gold medals and repeated victories in the world's major marathons have established her as one of the most dominant athletes of her generation. But beyond her chronometric exploits, Tatiana has used her platform to become an influential voice for equal rights for people with disabilities. Her fight for inclusion and accessibility transforms every sporting victory into a political and social act, proving that athletic excellence can be the lever for profound systemic change. Her journey illustrates how willpower, when supported by opportunity, can break cycles of exclusion. Number 4. Ernestine Shepard. The paradigm of longevity and late transformation. Ernestine Shepard has radically shaken traditional conceptions linked to aging and physical decrepitude. Her entry into the world of bodybuilding at the age of 56, motivated by a spiritual tribute to her late sister, demonstrates that there is no expiration date for personal renewal. By adopting an exceptionally rigorous lifestyle, including strength training and optimized nutrition, she succeeded in obtaining the title of the world's oldest female bodybuilder, awarded by Guinness World Records. Her spectacular physical transformation at an advanced age has become a global motivational tool, encouraging seniors to reject a sedentary lifestyle in favor of an active and vigorous life. Beyond muscular aesthetics, her message concerns mental health and the prevention of age-related pathologies. Ernestine proves that daily discipline is the most effective remedy against physiological decline, and that the human body retains a surprising capacity for adaptation and strengthening, regardless of the stage of life at which one decides to initiate change. Number 3. Alina Kovalevska. Strategic navigation in modern digital aesthetics. Alina Kovalevska represents a new generation of public figures whose visual identity is situated at the intersection of natural genetics and artistic staging. Originally from Ukraine, she captivated a global audience with an appearance reminiscent of pop culture icons, sparking intense debates about the authenticity of beauty in the age of social media. Faced with recurring accusations of excessive recourse to plastic surgery or digital manipulation, she has maintained a discourse centered on the mastery of makeup, lighting, and photography as forms of self-expression. Her career highlights the complexity of managing a public image in a world saturated with visual stimuli, where singularity can quickly become a subject of controversy. By transforming her natural resemblance into a career in modeling and digital influence, she demonstrates a keen understanding of the mechanisms of contemporary celebrity. Her story invites reflection on the way individuals construct their own visual mythology and on society's often critical perception of those who dare to embody an unconventional aesthetic ideal. Number 2. Ada Marbury, deconstructing stereotypes through the art of movement. Ada Marbury's journey constitutes a powerful plea for body acceptance and the democratization of demanding artistic disciplines. By choosing pole dancing as a vector for empowerment, while battling obesity and deep emotional insecurity, she challenged the restrictive norms of the fitness industry. The initial physical challenges, amplified by her morphology, were overcome thanks to remarkable perseverance, transforming each training session into a victory over social prejudices. Her success in this discipline, which requires considerable strength and agility, has sent a strong signal to all people feeling excluded from traditional sporting spaces due to their weight. Ada has transformed her personal experience into a movement of global inspiration, proving that technical skill and grace are not reserved for a specific body type. Her influence lies in her ability to encourage self-love, not as a static finality, but as an active process of self-improvement and reclaiming one's body through physical expression. Number 1. Kelly Lee Dequet, the quest for radical aesthetic and bodily autonomy. Kelly Lee Dequet established herself in the public sphere through a process of extreme and deliberate bodily transformation, centered on the practice of intensive corseting, tight lacing. Inspired by the formal aesthetics of the Victorian era and the imagery of comic books, she sculpted a silhouette of striking singularity, with a waistline reduced to approximately 40 centimeters. This approach, though controversial within the medical community due to potential risks to internal organs and respiratory function, is claimed by Kelly as an act of autonomy and artistic freedom. Her journey raises fundamental questions about the individual's right to modify their own body according to personal aesthetic criteria, even when they deviate radically from conventional health standards. By managing her media visibility with great clarity regarding her motivations, she refuses to be perceived as a model to be followed blindly, insisting instead on the importance of self-knowledge and individual responsibility. Her story illustrates the permanent tension between radical aesthetic aspirations and physiological limits, while asserting the right to singularity in an increasingly normalized society. Number 11. Unforeseen case moment. From birth, Elena was struck by a very rare genetic anomaly. While her body developed, her right arm never stopped growing, reaching colossal proportions. This massive limb, defying the laws of anatomy, became a mysterious burden. The world's greatest specialists studied her case, fascinated by this infinite growth. Between science and hope, Elena's destiny remains a fascinating medical enigma. At the conclusion of this exploration, it appears that human singularity constitutes a motor for social progress and ethical reflection. These extraordinary destinies invite us to rethink our own limits and to celebrate the infinite diversity of humanity.